Hello, everybody. Welcome to today's program. And this is episode 15, The Change Maker. As you all know, that exactly this time we come on board to come and share some things that the change makers are doing out there to each and every one of us. And welcome aboard once again. My name is Tony me and everybody they call me Papa Rupoire. We are here once again by His grace to share today's program with you. Welcome on board. And now, today I have my mommy with me right here in the studio. I want her to say hi to each and every one of us. Then we can be able to ask the question that we have for her. Mommy, can you say hi to your loved one out there? Thank you for coming again.
Hi, good afternoon, good morning, good evening from wherever you are watching from. Stay tuned and listen to our program tonight. You are all welcome.
Thank you so much. Before I dive into today's program, kó tó di pé mo bẹ̀rẹ̀ program òní, I am seeking out there. If you are out there, if you are watching us from Yoruba land, we have a giveaway prize. So we will put your name down. Mostly, ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ẹ ní school sílé, tẹ́ ẹ ní school, bóyá school aládàáni àbí ilé ìwé ìjọba, àwọn kọ̀ǹpútà kan ń bọ̀. Oh, shout out to Mr. Jace once again. So make sure that you
We
reach out
have
with this.
here
You reach out
the
with your voice note. The voice note. Reach out with the voice note into this studio line that you are looking right there. So please share this program so that it can reach some people out there that they maybe later you are watching the program and you know that your school is authentic. It's there is no jeng, your school no be jeng. So at Atupa Ire Foundation with the change makers have got some computers for your school. So we want to donate. We've been doing this before and we want to do more. So thank you so much for that. And this is how we can help schools back home. So thank you. Mo dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ yín, Ọba ni Jésù. How are you, sir? Now, Mommy, I have things to say today. There is this uh, change makers, and our society is crumbling. Marriages is crumbling. Things are getting so worse. So, what can change maker do concerning us bringing this kind of lifestyle tó jẹ́ pé wọ́n ti gbé wọnú marriage nsìn tó jẹ́ pé orí fóònù ni ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ gan ti ń end up marriage ẹ̀. Orí fóònù ni marriage ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ń kú sí. Orí fóònù àbí kéèyàn sọ pé òun ní marriage but at the end of the day ọkọ á jókòó lọ́tọ̀, even gan ìyàwó á jókòó lọ́tọ̀, wọ́n á máa tẹ fóònù. Password ìyàwó gan kò sí lọ́wọ́ ọkọ, tọkọ ò sí lọ́wọ́ ìyàwó. So mo wá fẹ́ fi fídíò méjì hàn yín. What is your take on these two videos? I will start with this one, then I will play the other one.
Do you think side chicks make marriages last?
Of course they do.
What do they specially do?
We're going to use Lagos as a case study. And then from my own personal experience, you and your husband, you live in VGC, and I live where I live. Chevron, Ekota Villa. Now, he's been on that traffic from VI, wherever his office is. Boom. If he's driving, even worse. He has a driver. Hallelujah. At least he's not stressing so much. He drives and gets to Chevron and gets to me. And I'm by the door to open the door for him. He comes inside. I hug him. I give him a peck. Depends on how he made me feel the previous day. So he comes inside and I'm asking him, hey, baby, how are you? How was work? Did your day go okay? While I'm doing that, I'm taking off his shoes. Like he's seated, I'm taking off his shoes. If he's wearing socks, obviously, I'm taking it off and then giving him a little foot massage while pep talking him about how his day went, and I'm attentive to listen to him vent about what happened in the office and what didn't happen. And after that, and in all of these conversations, I probably would have moved from his legs and I'm sitting on him. This the wife won't do at home in most cases, but she doesn't have time. Me, I have the whole day. I have the whole time in the world because that is how he sees me every time he comes. So he's used to that pamper that he probably doesn't get at home. So I'm sitting on his laps, he's grabbing my butt, or he's seeing my butt. My nipples are all over his face, available for him to touch, right? And I'm smelling good. Do you understand me?
Yeah.
So he likes what he's seeing. He likes the full attention that I'm giving to him, undivided. For that 45 minutes or 30 minutes that he's spending with me, he is my priority. He is number one. I'm not, even if I'm leaving him, it's probably to go get him a glass of juice. If he drinks whiskey, a glass of whiskey, or maybe get his food or whatever that is in the house available. But the point is, there is a relationship that is very intense in a very short period of time. It could be 30 minutes that he spends with me. But that 30 minutes, I'm not leaving him alone. In that 30 minutes, I'm all over his business. In that 30 minutes, I'm making my demands. He's making his. Everybody is collecting whatever they want to collect from each other. And what is he getting? Attention, sex, romance. That's it. That's all the married man wants from the woman outside anyways.
So how does that
treatment.
keep his marriage at home?
Good. So when he leaves me, he spends 45 minutes with me, he's calm. He's relaxed. Whatever heat is at home, he can deal with it calmly. He can deal with it way better than if he just drove from the office in that traffic and he goes home straight. He'll be angry, he'll be agitated, he'll be like, you know what, I just want to go upstairs and rest. But when he has spent that quality time with me, whatever madam is saying at home is fine.
That is number one. That is the first video. Mommy, ṣé ẹ gbọ́ fídíò yẹn dáadáa? Okay, now, ọmọbìnrin yẹn ní I will smell good. Most of women today, when they get married, ma'am, tán bá ti bí ọmọ ẹyọ kan, wọ́n lè róṣọ mọ́yà kán máa ṣe jàbàlà 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 káàkiri àdúgbò. I didn't make this up. It happens. It happens everywhere, all day, anytime. Àwọn èèyàn jàbàlà 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 jàbàlà. Bó ṣe ń ṣe nígbà tọ́kọ ẹ̀ rí kò ṣe dáadáa mọ́. Ìmíì á kàn máa nag, á kàn máa bínú, á kàn máa jà tọ́kọ ẹ̀ bá ti délé kò ní mọ nǹkan tó yẹ kó ṣe. As a change maker, this girl now said that pé àwọn kan wà bẹ́ẹ̀ tó jẹ́ pé wọn ò mọkọ wọn lò, they don't know how to spend time with their husband. Wípé àwọn wà ńta láti nurture ọkùnrin yẹn. Àwọn ò sọ wípé kó kúrò nílé ìyàwó ẹ̀, kó lé ìyàwó ẹ̀ lọ, but àwọn á treat ẹ̀ bíi góòlù. Àwọn á treat ọkọ yẹn bí ẹyin. So, ma'am, that is number one video that I want to hear your opinion as a change maker about. What is your take on that?
Um, my take on that is that because you have a child does not mean that you should not be the way you used to be. Like some people, because when they get pregnant, they gain a lot of weight during pregnancy. So, and when your husband saw you, you weren't all that big. So the best thing to do is to try and reduce your weight, maybe by going to the gym or doing a little bit of exercise at home, like walking. You can put your baby on your back and walk. You can do a lot of things to keep you fit. And because you have a child does not mean you will neglect your husband. Because before you brought the child into the world, it was you and your husband. So you must have time to still spend quality time to still spend with your husband. You can't say, oh, I have a baby now, then I will concentrate on the baby and forget my husband. Things are not done that way. That's my advice to those women that do that. You should not neglect your husband for anything, because when you started with love, and as a result of that, you should not allow that love to fade away. Because by you withdrawing, because you have a child from your husband, that means that you are now chasing your husband out. You are driving him out from you. So my advice is that because you have a baby does not mean that you will have time with your baby, and you will also have time for, we are women. God gives us the strength and the enablement to do all these things. If you want to do it, you can do it. So because you have a baby does not mean that, oh, the baby takes more of your time than your husband. No, no, no. Things are not done that way. Because if you encourage your husband to try and spend quality time with you, he will help you even looking after the baby as well, so that you will not be the only one doing all the things. Because depends on how you treat a man. Man needs to be pampered. When you treat them nicely, you talk to them nicely with respect, they will be able, even you can even send him to do something. Depends on the way you talk to him. That will make him to do what you want him to do for you. So because you have a child does not mean that, oh, you will not dress up. Maybe your husband like you making up. You will still make up. You still do all the things you used to do before you have that baby.
Okay.
So that's it.
Okay. But what about the areas that lady said, Ipe Kini, what is the advantages of side chick? Yẹn wá sọ
Mm,
pé àwọn wà bẹ́ẹ̀ because kini you are yet to touch the side of nagging, the misbehaved of some women at home. Tọkùnrin
mhm.
míì bá ń lọlé báyìí, in tó máa yílé àyà ẹ̀ á tó yọ.
Yes,
So á wá lọ
yes,
láti ara ẹ̀ ná. And during the
yes,
period you relaxing yourself out there, ǹjẹ́ omi ò lè tẹ̀yìn bọ̀gbín lẹ́nu?
yeah, it can, it can, it can. You see, as a woman, for you to keep your man, you have to focus, and you have to remain focused. You don't say, "Oh, I'm married now to this man, then I can do whatever I like." When the way you treat your husband before you get married to him, you have to continue that way if you want to keep your home and you want your marriage to last. Like a husband that comes in, like when you first married your husband, when he comes in, you hug him, you kiss him, you do all sort of, because you have a child does not mean you won't still do same thing. You can put your child on your back and hug your husband when he comes in. You can put your child in his coat or her coat. You can still hug your husband and do what you used to do with him before.
So
The
ma,
only thing is when the child grows up, when your child is grown up, you can't be doing like all that. I'm not saying that you can't hug your husband. You can hug your husband, but like say, according to what the side chick said, like sitting on his leg and all that, because these children of these days, our children when they are growing up, we shouldn't be showing them all these sort of things. We should be careful. But that doesn't mean that when your husband goes inside the room, you shouldn't hug him, do whatever you want to do with him before then the two of you comes out and give him food, and you eat and everything goes smoothly. But if you don't do that, then it means you are chasing your husband out. And if the side chicks outside is able to give him everything, then there is possibility that you might lose your husband to that side chick. Even if your husband don't even want to marry the side chick, but by you pushing him away, you might end up losing him to the side chick. So my advice is, as a woman, we should be very careful.
thank you ma. But in a situation where that lady tí ò tí ì lọ́mọ, to say e never get pikin, she's yet to have a child for that guy, and yet she's not behaving herself. You're right.
Mm,
Now,
yeah, I
now,
understand you.
now, the point is this: like there is some ladies, they are mannerless. They push that guy to the point that that guy, he will be able to look outside, and that is where the side cheat comes in. So by for that lady, what he said, that I have all attention for the man. But do you know that today, man,
Mm.
most women, ladies out there, they were saying like, àparò kan ò ga jù kan lọ, we are the same.
Yes, I know.
50, it should be 50-50. You can't tell me what to do. You can't tell me not to do this. If I want to go to party, I will party. If I want to drink, you can't control me. And I think in your days, man, when you were growing, I know ìyẹn lọ́lọ́run fi fún yín tẹ́ fi ráwọn ọmọ gidi bí tẹ́ dẹ̀ tọ́ wọn. So can we compare that your own time with this kind of life pé 50-50 là ṣé kò sí nǹkan tó ń jẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀?
Mm. You can't compare my time with with um with the period we are in now. But despite that, we still have some children that the parents bring them up well, and they accepted what their parents taught them, and they are still doing them. They are still doing it. Whether you have a child, whether you don't have a child, in marriage, you should always remember the how you and your husband started. So you have to maintain that. You have to continue that way. You should not say, "Oh, I'm married to him now, so he can't. I have him under my armpit. He's not going to go anywhere." The way you treat him before you get married to him, you should treat him that same way. Respect him as your husband, because men, they need to be pampered. As I told you, men are like, what? How will I say? They are like a crown which you have to nourish, like cleaning, nourish them. People, they just marry. It's not even up to 6 months. The marriage is come to an end.
Thank you.
That type of thing is not good.
Thank you, ma'am. Now, I want to show us, if you are on the studio, if you are watching us live right now, this is Change Maker. They've been doing a lot. This is part of what they are doing back home. So if you want to, that is not what they ask for anybody. So and they're so loving, they are just like a family. Now, the second video is this, man. What do you think about, compare this to the first video that you watched? Listen, everybody.
What?
How far now?
I thought you were angry at me.
Tabanja bitika kuko.
No, we are fighting. Please, please, please.
We are not fighting.
Free me.
I forgive you. Shout on, bend down like that. Bend down like that. Bend down like that.
Ó ní nǹkan tó bá wọn ọmọ ń jẹ kò yẹ kó pa ọmọ. So I can say trap.
So because
Wọ́n ti fìdí ṣépè.
because you know my
When you see bomb like this, all the time you don't finish. I thought you were angry at me. Eh?
I'm not angry.
Shift.
I'm not angry.
Shift. Apologize first.
You are not offended me now. Why should I apologize?
Hey man, they carry my bomb they blow.
Oda, mọ́mí wa, kí lẹ ṣe rí sí?
bó ṣe yẹ kóbìnrin ṣe nìyẹn, but èmi ò like èyí tó ń sọ pé ó ń bá òun jà ń ṣe kinní kan yẹn. I don't like it. Ìgbà tó ti sọ tó ti wá tó ti ń bẹ ṣeré, then you forget, you move on with life. That's
But
how things should be.
but she asked for something, ma. Only alone no share, only go apologize. So you don't want that man to apologize?
No, ọkùnrin bẹ obìnrin, obìnrin bẹ ọkùnrin. That's how life is. Baba Sherawa, we need to apologize to one another. I'm not saying that, but she should not stress it too much.
Okay.
That's what I mean. She shouldn't stress it too much.
But
Because sometimes you see some men, because of the ego in them, they don't use like word to say sorry. They have another way of saying that they are sorry.
can you give us some example of the way men can say sorry because of your children out there? Shirley, come on.
Yes, men can say their story by, like, for example, when he goes out, he sees something that the wife likes, he will buy it and bring it home. That is a way of saying, oh, I'm sorry. And another way of saying that I'm sorry is by, by touching some sensitive part in your body. That's another way. Some men can say, oh, I'm sorry by that, by not even using the word of their mouth. So that's it. But some men will just come out straight and say, oh, I'm sorry, dear, I'm sorry, dear, I'm sorry, dear. But some, they will never say that. But they have a way of saying that they are sorry.
Our kogbon, atun kogbon mogbon loni, we are still learning from our mommy, She's been there for decades. And this mama pay papa mama, I don't know what is really, really going on. And now, I have another video before we go that is shocking. That is shocking. You want to make money at all cost. You want to make money at all cost. You want to be this, you want to be that at all cost. O ṣáà fẹ́ wà ń tà ń bẹ̀ yẹn, no matter nǹkan tó bá gbà la máa fún. Please, can you like this video and send it out there? We are not here for, we are just here to, to do our part. We can't be giving computer out, helping people out there, but we still need to orientate ourselves, right? So, irú ọmọ yìí ní ìsìn, ọmọ tí mo fẹ́ fi hàn yín mọ́ mi wá, is a Yoruba boy, maybe 20 years of age. Kò tíì ní responsibilities, kò tíì marry, kò tíì lọ́kọ, kò tíì ní. Ó dẹ̀ lọ ṣe nǹkan kankan. Ó bà mí lẹ́rù lọ́pọ̀lọpọ̀. So, kí ni ẹ̀yin change makers lè sọ nípa irú àwọn ọmọ wọ̀nyí? Ǹjẹ́ tán bá lọ kọ́ṣẹ́, tírú ọmọ yìí bá lọ kọ́ṣẹ́, kí lẹ̀yin change maker lè ṣe nípa iṣẹ́ yẹn fún irú ọmọ yìí? Ẹ jẹ́ ká wo nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ sọ́mọ náà.
Ridwan Adéwálé mi jẹ́.
Ridwan Adéwálé.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Ọmọ ìlú wo ni?
Ọmọ Ìbàdàn ni mí.
Ọmọ Ìbàdàn ni ẹ́?
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Ní àdúgbò wọn Ìbàdàn?
Ní Ìyànà Church.
Ìyànà Church àbí?
Sáwò.
Ní?
Ní Ìyànà Church.
Ní Ìyànà Church. Ìlú wo ló ń gbé tẹ́lẹ̀ kó tó di pé ó dé Ìbàdàn?
Ọ̀ṣọ́kó ni mo ń gbé ní ọ̀dọ̀ àwọn òbí mi.
Lọ́dọ̀ àwọn òbí ẹ̀?
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni, kó tó di pé mo kó mi bẹ̀. Mo wá sí Ìbàdàn wá kọ́ iṣẹ́.
Ládùúgbò wo ní Ọ̀ṣọ́kó?
Òkè Odò ní àdúgbò wa ní Ọ̀ṣọ́kó yẹn.
Ládùúgbò yín lọ́ṣọ̀kó?
Òkè Odò níbẹ̀.
Kí ni nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ kó tó di pé ó padà dé?
Bí àìrí jẹ ibi gangan báyẹn ni mo fi wò pé mo fi gbà lérò pé bóyá tí máa gbé gbọ̀nà yẹn pé bóyá yóò yà.
Ìwọ ti tó ọmọ ọdún mélòó báyìí?
Ọmọ 20 ọdún ni mí.
Ọmọ 20 years?
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Ní ẹ lọ́dún yìí báyìí?
Ní mi lọ́dún yà.
Ó lágbára. Kí ni tó wá rí tó fi jẹ́ pé ìjọ tó pa wọ́n yẹn, kí ni àwọn nǹkan tó lò tó fi pa wọ́n?
Nǹkan tí mo lò ní okùn àti ọ̀bẹ tí mo fi rẹ́.
Tó fi rẹ́ wọn. Kí ló rẹ́ lára wọn jọ yẹn?
Okùn àti ẹkùn ni mo rẹ́.
Ta ló lọ fún?
Babaláwo tí wọ́n sì rẹ́.
Tí wọ́n fẹ́ ṣiṣẹ́ fún ẹ. Ǹjẹ́ wọ́n ṣe iṣẹ́ ògùn owó yẹn fún ẹ?
Ìgbà tí mo fún wọn, wọ́n ní kí n padà wá gbà ni. Ìgbà tí mo sì padà lọ gbà.
Ṣó padà lọ?
Mo padà lọ gbà.
Kí ló lọ gbà ń bẹ̀ ǹjọ́ yẹn?
ọṣẹ ni wọ́n gbé fún mi.
ọṣẹ
ọṣẹ ni wọ́n gbé fún mi.
ọṣẹ lásán
ọṣẹ
wọ́n pé kó lọ máa wẹ̀
bẹ́ẹ̀ ni.
táìmù wo wọ́n ló máa wẹ̀
òru bí
òru
ọwọ́ aago kan.
bí ọwọ́ aago kan nígbà tó wá wẹ ọṣẹ yìí kí ni àwọn àpẹẹrẹ tó rí àti pé ṣé o ti lówó báyìí.
bí mo ṣe rí nípa àwọn nǹkan tí mo rí lẹ́yìn ìgbà yẹn tí àwọn àmì ara sọ mí gbọ̀ngbọ̀n gbòòrò àmì ara sọ mí.
nígbà mi ara sọ yẹn ìjẹ́ owó dé.
mo wá rí pé bí owó ń balẹ̀ síbì kan àwọn ibi tó wà yẹn gangan tó ń balẹ̀ sí yẹn gangan ní mi ní ìtì mọ̀ wọ́n sì sọ pé màá padà mọ́ bẹ̀.
wọ́n ló padà mọ́ bẹ̀.
ní padà mọ́ bẹ̀.
àmọ́ nígbà tí owó kan dé ọwọ́ tiẹ̀ àwọn owó wo èló ni àwọn owó tó dé ọwọ́ ẹ̀ létà.
àwọn change bíi 50,000.
50,000
100,000.
100,000.
àwọn owó bàbá náà ni.
kí ló fa àwọn owó yẹn ṣe nígbà yẹn.
a ná fún ọ̀rẹ́ a sì fi jẹun sí gbogbo ẹ̀.
ẹ fi jẹun ǹjẹ́ o ná fáwọn àbúrò rẹ àwọn.
ìyẹn náà ni mo sọ a fi gbéra wa a fi jẹun díẹ̀.
ẹ fi gbéra yẹn
pé owó change yẹn lọ.
kó tó di pé change yẹn tún lọ. nísìnyí báyìí kò sówó kankan lọ́wọ́ ẹ mọ́ báyìí.
kò sówó.
kò sówó. kí ni àmọ̀ràn tó lè fún àwọn ará yòókù ẹ̀ tí wọ́n ń sáré kiri lọ́mọ 20 ọdún báyìí àbí jù bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ.
mo gbà wọ́n lámọ̀ràn ká má wo ìwà tèmi bẹ́ẹ̀ mi ṣe ká má wò ká má fi ṣe wo ìwà tiwọn torí ọ̀tọ̀ọ̀tọ̀ ni la wáyé bá a ṣe wáyé nǹkan la máa sì rí. mo gbà wọ́n nímọ̀ràn pé kán dúró de àkókò tiwọn.
kí wọ́n dúró de àkókò tiwọn.
tọ́lọ́mùbá pé wọ́n ó lówó wọ́n sì wáyé wọ́n sì padà lówó náà.
tó túmọ̀ sí pé o ti fọwọ́ ara rẹ pa bàbá rẹ báyìí àbí bẹ́ẹ̀ kọ́ ni.
bẹ́ẹ̀ ni.
kí lo rò páwọn ọmọ tiẹ̀ náà lè ṣe fún ẹ tó bá padà bímọ lọ́la.
ìgbà tí mo ti ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ wọ́n sì sọ pé téèyàn bá ṣe pé lèyàn ó gbà téèyàn bá ṣe fún bàbá èèyàn òbí èèyàn lèyàn ó gbà padà.
lèyàn ó gbà padà. orúkọ tiẹ̀ lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí.
orúkọ tèmi ni Ridwan
láti
Adéwálé láti ìlú Ìbàdàn.
ìlú Ìbàdàn.
mi ò gbọ́ yín sá o.
Oh sorry, mo ní ẹ̀yin change makers ọ̀rọ̀ rẹ o bó o lẹ ṣe rí sí.
ó ṣe ni láàánú púpọ̀ ó ṣe ni ní àánú púpọ̀ pé ọmọ ó lè mú bàbá ẹ̀ kó dúnbú ẹ̀ nítorí kíni nítorí owó nítorí ebi. nǹkan tí ó ń sábà fa gbogbo irú kinní yìí ni gbogbo nǹkan tí wọ́n ń wò lórí tẹlifíṣọ̀nù tó máa ń wò so that one ni ó fún wọn ní opportunity pé kán máa lọ ṣe gbogbo irú nǹkan bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn and tá bá wò dáadáa when you want to make money is by you working hard that's where you make money. It's not by you doing rituals or doing anything. If you work very hard, you will make money. Work very hard, you will make money. And this thing that happened, my advice to any one of the children out there is that they should not go and do anything like rituals to get money. Because at the end of the day, there is always repercussion. Whatever you sow, you will reap. So it is better to be calm, work hard. Even if you go and study a job, study it very well, then but with time, you will get to where you want to be. So that's my advice. And as a change maker.
So as a change maker, if somebody like that boy decided to go for an apprenticeship or vocational training or like kó sọ pé òun fẹ́ lọ kọ́ bricklayer, òun fẹ́ lọ kọ́ tilers, òun fẹ́ lọ kọ́ àwọn tó ń kanlé carpenters and all that á dẹ̀ mọ̀ pé lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ báyìí nílùú United Kingdom máa ń wá àwọn iṣẹ́ yẹn Even gan nílùú tí mo wà, àwọn ló ń gbowó jù, wọ́n gbowó ju bank manager ní Nàìjíríà lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ tí mo yé sọ. Èmi ò make it up.
Yes.
So now,
Yes.
if anybody like that wants to go for that kind of things, does your organization have anything for that kind of person?
Yeah, we can help the person if they. Yeah, we are able to do that.
Okay.
We are
And
able to do that, and we will help him, like setting him up, like buying some things that he will need to do the job.
thank you, ma. So, gbogbo ẹ̀yin tí ẹ ti darapọ̀ mọ́ wa, and today I think I have made my point. It's all about to change our community. Tí àwọn kan bá wà tó jẹ́ pé kánkàn kó lá nìkan ló wà lẹ́nu wọn, mo fẹ́ kẹ́ ẹ mọ̀ pé àwọn kan kó lá lánàá, ikùn wọn ti bẹ́ báyìí nítorí pé ọmọ tán fi nǹkan tán kó lá yẹn tán fi tọ́, most of ọmọ yẹn wọn ò rí ọ̀sán, wọn ò rí òru nítorí pé
Mm.
ògì olóró náà mú káàkiri. A rí wọn. A máa ń pe kíní kan ní àtúbọ̀tán tí Yorùbá ń pè ní àtúbọ̀tán tán máa ń pè ní nemesis. Kò sí béèyàn ṣe lè ṣe, kò sóògùn ẹ̀, kò sóògùn ẹ̀. Bá lọ, àbọ̀ ó máa ń padà bọ̀. Ìyá wa, kí ni ọ̀rọ̀ àmúrelé yín fún gbogbo àwọn tó bá fẹ́ darapọ̀ mọ́ Atupa Ire change makers company?
Gbogbo àwọn tó bá fẹ́ darapọ̀ mọ́ change makers, ẹ need láti jẹ́ pé kẹ́ jẹ́ olówó. Kò ń ṣe owó ni wọ́n fi ń join change makers Atupa Ire Charity Foundation. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe máa join. Even tẹ́ bá tẹ̀, kò ń ṣe pé dandan ni pé kẹ́ mú owó rẹpẹtẹ àbówó ńlá wá. Tẹ́ bá tẹ̀ wá lówó rárá, ẹ lè ní one experience or the other tẹ́ lè fi help wa. So that one too goes a long way. So ẹ dẹ̀ lè mọ̀yàn, ẹ lè mọ̀yàn, because tí wọ́n bá tún mọ̀yàn, ẹ̀yin lè mọ̀yàn tó jẹ́ pé àwọn èèyàn tó wà ní ibi alágbára tó jẹ́ pé wọ́n lè ràn wá lọ́wọ́. Ẹ lè ìyẹn náà dà. So bí àwa Atupa Ire Charity Foundation tí a jẹ́ change makers bí a ṣe jẹ́ nìyẹn. Kò dẹ̀ síbi tẹ́ bá wà ní gbogbo àgbáyé tí ẹ lè darapọ̀ mọ́ wa. Ẹ wà ní London, ẹ wà l'Amẹ́ríkà ni, ẹ wà ní South Africa ni, gbogbo all over the world lẹ ti lè join. Kò síbi tẹ́ ẹ ti lè join. So mo fi àsìkò yìí dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ gbogbo ẹ̀yin tí ẹ darapọ̀ mọ́ wa ní èní. Dúpẹ́ gidi lọ́wọ́ yín o. Olúwa wà pẹ̀lú yín, Olúwa dúró tì yín o. Ká tún pàdé ní ọ̀sẹ̀ tó ń bọ̀ ní agbára Ọlọ́run o. Àwa lẹ máa rí, ẹ̀yin náà la máa bá o. Lórúkọ Jésù. Ẹ ṣé.
Àmín, 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 àmín. There is this someone, nígbà tá a bẹ̀rẹ̀ program mo fi fọ́nrán yìí hàn wá wípé shout out to Mr. Jesu. Àwọn fọ́nrán yìí mo fi hàn wá pé ẹni tó bá ní ilé ìwé ibi tán ti ń kọ́ ọmọ, ilé ìwé skúùlù, pé a fẹ́ fún àwọn ilé ìwé ní bíi kọ̀ǹpútà kọ̀ọ̀kan bí nǹkan, ó sì wà ní ìlú òyìnbó ńbí. So tọ́lọ́run bá ti pèsè fún wa, tá bá ti kó délé, but tó bá ti tètè wá, òun ló máa rí gbà. Àwọn school kan ti wà ńlẹ̀, so ó kù bíi school mélòó kan tá a fẹ́ jẹ́ kó rí àǹfààní yìí. So bí ó ṣe jẹ́ nìyẹn. Then ẹnìkan mo rí message Ọ̀bánijésù, ó ń communicate mi ní abẹ́, ó ń send àwọn nǹkan kan sí mi lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ tó ń fi nǹkan tó ń ṣe tó fi ń hàn. Mo dẹ̀ ní kó pè sí orí ètò kí n lè confirm. Mo ti rí gbogbo nǹkan tí Ọ̀bánijésù send sí mi, ibi tó ti ń kọ́ àwọn ọmọ ní kọ̀ǹpútà. Mo rí oríṣiríṣi nǹkan tẹ́ ti fi ránṣẹ́. and tọ́lọ́run bá máa ṣe nǹkan gbà míì á kàn jẹ́ kó jẹ́ wẹ́rẹ́ ni. So so wọ́n ní it's like mi ò offline, ẹ pè ẹ lè pè sí nọ́mbà yẹn. Mo kàn fẹ́ mọ̀ kí n mọ̀ wípé ẹ̀yin lẹ̀ ń bá mi sọ̀rọ̀ nítorí pé ní ẹnu ọjọ́ mẹ́ta yìí kí lẹ̀ ń sọ.
It's like the program is offline.
No.
I'll try to join again.
No, the program is not offline. Call this number, sir. So network yìí nìyẹn. So àwọn kan wà tí change maker ti ràn lọ́wọ́ tí wọn ò dẹ̀ lè gbàgbé títí di ọ̀la tí Jésù á fi dé. Àwọn kan dẹ̀ wà gẹ́gẹ́ bí mo yín bá yín sọ̀rọ̀ tí àwọn Àtùpà Ire change maker yìí tí wọ́n ràn lọ́wọ́ tí wọ́n kábàámọ̀ pé ọ̀rọ̀ yìí ó jọ gàtè kò jọ gàtè, ó fẹ́ẹ̀ fẹsẹ̀ méjì tiro. Eégún àtiró wọlé, èèyàn àtiró jáde, gẹ́gẹ́ bíi ti Àgbàlá Gabriel, òun lọ̀rọ̀ yẹn rí. So ó bàyàn nínú jẹ́, but síbẹ̀ náà àwọn change maker yẹn sọ pé no, kán tó ṣe anything fún èèyàn báyìí wọ́n gbọ́dọ̀ mọ̀ dáadáa délédélé. So òun jẹ́ kí n sọ pé kí bàbá yìí pè kó lè wà on record. Hello.
Bàbá àròpọ̀ ire.
Àyọ̀kọ́ ibi o.
Ẹ kú ètò, ẹ kú ọlá sá o.
Ojú ò ní tì yín, ẹ jọ̀ọ́ kí lorúkọ yín sà? Níbo lẹ ti pè wá yìí?
Ọbánijésù Benjamin lorúkọ mi.
Ọbánijésù Benjamin.
Ọbánijésù Benjamin lorúkọ mi, àti Àbújá ni mo ti ń pè.
Ìlú Àbújá lọ, ìlú àwọn olówó lẹ wà.
Ẹ̀kọ́ lọ sọ èmi náà tó lówó fẹ́, èmi náà fi rọ̀.
Ó dà.
Ìgbẹ̀yìn ayé ni.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Nílùú ṣe politician àwọn òpin kan wa.
Mo rí àwọn èèyàn kan gbàgbọ́ pé gbogbo àwọn
Ẹ̀dẹ̀ kú ètò sà.
Mo dúpẹ́. Àwọn kan gbàgbọ́ pé gbogbo ẹni tó bá ti ń gbé l'Àbújá pé politician ni wọ́n, pé wọn ò lè gbà wọ́n gbọ́. Ẹ gbọ́ ṣẹ́yìn náà gbà bẹ́ẹ̀.
Kò rí bẹ́ẹ̀ o, àfi tá a bá mọ̀ tanra wa.
Ó dà. Now.
Bí bá ṣe pé wà lórí ètò ìsìn, tí n bá change pọ̀ yìí sí fídíò, ẹ rí i pé inú ibi tí mo sì fi ń ṣiṣẹ́ ni mo wà. In short, kúrò lọ́fíìsì kékeré bá a ti sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀ bó ṣe fẹ́ close.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Bí notification ètò yìí ṣe jáde báyìí, èmi lẹ́ni àgbọ̀wọ́ tó kọ́ láìpẹ́. Tó kọ́ lọ́ọ̀fẹ́ tó dẹ̀ kọ́ comment.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni, mo rí comment yìí sí.
Bó ṣe wá kúrò lórí afẹ́fẹ́ nìyẹn.
Nẹ́tíwọ̀kì yẹn ló láti gbé yín kúrò lórí afẹ́fẹ́. Mi ò mọ nǹkan tó lè fà á, but a ṣì wà lórí afẹ́fẹ́. Ìyẹn gan kọ́ ni mo tiẹ̀ fẹ́ yí sọ. Àwọn change maker yẹn, ìyẹn Àtùpà Ire, àwọn ti ṣe àánú fún ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ àwọn èèyàn. Ṣé ẹ̀ ń gbọ́ mi?
Okay, sir.
Wọ́n ti gbìyànjú ibi tí ọwọ́ ikú wọn mọ, ó tó bọ́jú, wọ́n ti try. So ẹ rí i pé nígbà tá a bẹ̀rẹ̀ ètò yìí, mo fi fọ́nrán kan léde. Àwọn kọ̀ǹpútà yẹn ó ti wà ńlẹ̀ tí wọ́n fẹ́ fún àwọn iléèwé. Bọ̀ bá a ṣe ń ṣe lẹ́yìn náà dẹ̀ send inú ibi tẹ́ ẹ ti irú kí lẹ̀ ń ṣe gan-an?
Mo ń ṣe kọ̀ǹpútà training fáwọn. Mo ti send àwọn pictures.
Gbogbo ẹ̀ mo ti rí.
Mo ń kọ́ àwọn ọmọ ní coding.
Coding. Okay. Níbo ni?
Mo ń kọ́ wọn ní computer appreciation. Àbújá ló wà 1000 unit. Tó bá fẹ́ kí n send ní location ní WhatsApp, tó bá di $1 send.
Okay.
Tó bá oró ti rẹ̀ mí báyìí, mo fẹ́
No. A kàn fẹ́ ṣe rí, mo fẹ́ jẹ́ kó wà record ni.
Location.
Mo kàn fẹ́ kó wà on record lórí iṣẹ́ mi pé íńtánẹ́ẹ̀tì ò ní kú, ó máa wà ń bẹ̀. Mo fẹ́ torí ẹnìkan wà lẹ́nu ọjọ́ mẹ́ta tí change maker yìí tán ràn lọ́wọ́, tó wá sọ ìrànlọ́wọ́ yẹn, ó wá sọ di ẹ̀bi. Ṣùgbọ́n Ọlọ́run ju òun lọ. Àwọn change maker, èmi gan mo sọ pé a ò ní ṣàánú fẹ́nìkan kan Nàìjíríà yẹn mọ́, ṣùgbọ́n wọ́n ní ká má ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀. So kọ̀ǹpútà yẹn nísìnyí ó sì wà l'Amẹ́ríkà o. Wọ́n máa kó wá sílé. A dẹ̀ ń fi wákàtí sọ fún àwọn tó ń gbọ́ wa. Irú Mr. Benjamin yìí sì tó jẹ́ ọmọ Yorùbá yìí. Mr. Benjamin, a ti gbọ́ ohun tí ẹ sọ. Tí kọ̀ǹpútà ẹ bá délé, but Àbújá lẹ́yìn wà, but ilẹ̀ Yorùbá ni àwọn change maker ti fẹ́. Ṣé ẹ ní school sílẹ̀ Yorùbá ni?
Mi ò ò ní o, kékeré tí mo ní síbí náà ni tí mo fi manage. Ọjọ́ mélòó ló kù tá a lò láyé? Tọ́lọ́run bá sì kú
ó dáa
Bọ́ládé, á dúpẹ́.
ó dáa tí mo fẹ́ kẹ́ ẹ mọ̀
Ọba bíi ni tí mo fi manage. Ṣùgbọ́n tó bá dé sèkó, mo lè travel lọ sí Èkó. Bó ṣe wù kó kéré mọ́.
ó dáa so
Yín fi sórí afẹ́fẹ́, yín fi sórí Facebook, yín fi sórí page mi Oòduà TV.
ó dáa so
Sọ pé ká kúrò Nàìjíríà.
so
Yín fi sórí page mi, yín fi sórí Facebook.
ok ẹ fi sọ́kàn sá kí kẹ́ máa follow program yìí up tí ó bá ti délé tí kọ̀ǹpútà wọ̀nyí bá ti délé ẹsẹ̀kẹsẹ̀ lẹ máa gbọ́ ṣe ti gbọ́ tí ilé ìwé yín tá dẹ̀ tẹ̀yìn lọ́wọ́ lágbára lọ́wọ́ Ọlọ́run ẹ má ṣáà jẹ́ kí n sí bó bá ṣe ń progress so àmọ̀ràn mi sí.
Ẹ bá mi kí guest yín.
ó dáa wọ́n ń gbọ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn.
Ẹ bá mi kí guest yín. Mọ́mí wa ẹ kú ètò.
ẹ ṣé sà ẹ ṣé sà.
all right thank you
Ẹ ní fàìsàn ló gbá o.
àmì Ọlọ́run.
àmín.
àmì Ọlọ́run.
Olúwa wà pẹ̀lú yín sà.
àmín
ètò yìí náà yóò tún gbalé yóò gbogbo yóò gbalẹ̀.
àmì Ọlọ́run.
àmín.
Gbogbo ti ń jẹ́ tọlọ́run wà lágbára Elédùmarè.
àmín.
àmín. Ẹ kò wálé o.
àmì Ọlọ́run. God bless Mr. Ọbánijesu bye. So now ìyẹn nǹkan tí mi ò bá wọn change maker sọ nǹkan tí mo sọ yìí bẹ́ẹ̀ mi Ọlọ́run ṣe darí mi nìyẹn mami wa gan á máa wò ó pé à ń jẹun lọkùnrin bàbá yìí tó dẹ̀ ìtọ́pọ̀ òun kọ́kọ́ gba notification so bọ́lọ̀ ṣe máa ń ṣiṣẹ́ nìyẹn ó ní limited kẹ má máa sọ pé bàbá rò pọ̀ rẹ̀ promise ó nóye kọ̀ǹpútà tá a fẹ́ kó fún school kẹ má sọ pé so àtètè sùn là tètè jí ẹ ń bá tètè wá ló máa rí kọ̀ǹpútà yẹn tó máa rí gbà ẹ ṣé mo dúpẹ́ bàbá mi Lawrence Ọ̀nànúgà òkè náà a ti fẹ́ máa lọ lónìí a tún máa padà wá ní next week àwọn mọ́mì wa tá a gbé wá a dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ yín ẹ̀yin change makers a dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ yín ẹ̀yin tí ẹ̀dẹ̀ ń ṣùgbà change makers a dúpẹ́ ẹ̀yin tí ẹ̀dẹ̀ tún fẹ́ join àwọn nǹkan kéékèèké kan wà tí mélòó lọmọdé fẹ́ lánú gòyọ̀ ẹlòmíì tọ́jú oúnjẹ sínú fíríjì ó dẹ̀ bàjẹ́ mọ́bẹ̀ wàá wá lọ dànù ẹ jẹ́ ká tún rò lẹ́ẹ̀míì ṣé wọ́n lè bùn yín ní mọ́tò Akíntọ́lá tí mo feature níjọ́sí kẹ́ ẹ gbà àbí Ṣàgàrí type ṣé ẹ máa gbà ní ayé ń lọ à ń tọ̀ kí ló wá wà ẹsẹ̀ mẹ́fà péré èdè kìíní á dẹ̀ di nǹkan mọ́wọ́ kí ló wà kí ni gbogbo aṣọ tó wà ní wọ́ndrópù ààrẹ lòmíì tí ò tí ì fi ọrùn kankan kan bẹ̀ ó kàn ṣáà wà ń bẹ̀ ẹ wá ń wò bá bàtà ẹlòmíì ti bu sílé what is our problem gangan a dẹ̀ ń bú àwọn tó jẹ́ olóṣèlú but tọ̀dọ̀ wa kékeré tá a níyẹn gàrí tó bàjẹ́ sílé yẹn think about this ààrẹ ni tó kú báyìí tó jẹ́ pé orí olórí nígbà tó ti kú wọ́n dẹ̀ kó gbogbo góòlù ẹ̀ wọ́n kó everything ó dẹ̀ ti kú ẹlòmíràn ní ó kó nǹkan òkú ti kú ó ti kú nìyẹn iyẹ̀pẹ̀ lásán ni kò sí nǹkan kókó òwò ẹ̀yìn kankan ẹ gbàgbé bó ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ tó bá yẹ pé òkú ń wẹ̀yìn bàbá Awólọ́wọ̀ ó yẹ kó lọ pa gbogbo àwọn tó ń forúkọ ẹ̀ tó fi ń ja ọmọ Yorùbá lólè ẹ rí wípé fèèkì ni gbogbo ẹ̀ bọ̀ kínní kan wà tó tá ń pè ní nemesis ìyẹn nìkan tá ń pè látúbọ̀tán ìyẹn ni kò lè kú láéláé ìyẹn ni kò lè kú ẹ wo gbogbo ọmọ wọn káàkiri àgbáńlá ayé ìmúkùmù náà mú káàkiri èmi àti ẹ̀yin á máa jèrè ọmọ wa o ṣùgbọ́n kó máa rú lọ́kàn ẹ̀ ǹjẹ́ o tẹ̀lé nǹkan tí humanity ǹjẹ́ o tẹ̀lé nǹkan tí atmosphere ayé wí ní tí atmosphere ayé wí ni wípé gbà fún gbàdà nílé ni gbà fún gbàdà lóko atmosphere ayé tí o bá ní àgbàdo jẹ́ kí n ṣàlàyé ẹ̀ tó bá lágbàdo ẹyọ kan atmosphere ayé ni wípé o gbúdọ̀ release àgbàdo yẹn má jẹ seed ẹ̀ kọ́kọ́ release ẹ̀ fún ilẹ̀ àgbàdo yẹn á wá kọ́kọ́ kúná ṣé o mọ̀ wípé tó bá jẹ́ pé àgbàdo 10 ló wà lára ẹ̀ tó jẹ́ ọlọ́mọ ṣíkàtà tó bá lọ gbìn ó máa kú wà á ní sùúrù nígbà tó bá jáde ṣé o mọ̀ pé ó máa produce eléyìí tó o bá tún wá jẹ yẹn lájẹmọ́lẹ̀ tó tún lọ rí replicate tó tún lọ ṣe tó tún padà ṣe padà ó máa rí wípé kó tó mọ ohun tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ wà á ti di maize magnet tó dẹ̀ jẹ́ kòkó wà á di kòkó magnet tó dẹ̀ jẹ́ igi wà á di timber magnet so bí ayé ṣe rí nìyẹn replication tó ní èèyàn méjì náà sọ fún wa pé wọ́n bí sáyé ẹ̀jọ̀ ṣáwọn méjì yẹn ló kù nítorí pé wọ́n máa kọ́kọ́ kú, wọ́n á padà dìde. Ẹ é rí nígbà tí ìbálòpọ̀ ọkùnrin àti obìnrin bá bẹ̀rẹ̀, ọkùnrin yẹn máa kú, ó máa kọjá sí ìdàkejì ayé, obìnrin náà á kọjá sí ìdàkejì ayé, omi lọ́gbọ́lọ́gbọ́ á padà pàdéra wọn, á wá dẹ̀jẹ̀, ẹ̀jẹ̀ á padà di ẹ̀jẹ̀ dídì máa padà ó máa di báṣe ẹran ló máa ń padà dọmọ. Ọmọ yẹn á tún wá máa produce, òun lẹ fi ń rí lónìí tí generation from generation tó fi ń ṣẹlẹ̀. But ẹ máa wonú ẹ̀mí tí obìnrin àtọkùnrin yẹn wọ̀ lọ nígbà tán ń ṣiṣẹ́ yẹn. Téèyàn bá ti wá fi èké tó fi ń kun, tó ń fi ilé onílé tó fi ń kọ́ tiẹ̀, tó ń bayé ọmọ ọlọ́mọ jẹ́, tó rò pé ayé ọmọ tòun lòún tún ṣe, àwọn ọmọ wọ̀nyẹn òun lẹ fi rí lónìí. Àwọn strong people wọ́n máa ń produce weak generation. Weak generation máa ń produce strong generation, and that is why you need to be very, very careful. Don't be self-centered, and that is why this program is very important. Charity Foundation, it's a humanitarian, it's all about humanitarian. Nǹkan tí church yẹ kó jẹ́ nìyẹn, nǹkan tí mosque yẹ kó jẹ́ nìyẹn, nǹkan tí lady yẹ kó jẹ́ nìyẹn. Èmi àfèmi òun ni ọba àná ṣe tẹ́ ìparí ayé ẹ̀ sọ́run àpáàdì. Mo sọ yìí mo dúró ná, ẹ̀rí pè mí lórúkọ tèmi ń jẹ́, bàbá àròpọ̀ rẹ ni gbogbo ayé ń pè mí. Àmọ́ èmi á máa sọ wípé búburú kan ò ní ṣubú lù gbogbo olólùfẹ́ mi, bẹ́ẹ̀ ni àrùn kì yóò súnmọ́ ilé ọ̀dọ̀ yín, nítorí pé Olúwa yóò fi àṣẹ fún àwọn áńgẹ́lì rẹ̀ nítorí yín, wọn ó gbé yín sókè lé ọwọ́ wọn, ẹ̀yin kì yóò fi ẹsẹ̀ yín gòkúta. Ìdí ni wípé nítorí pé Olúwa ní ìfẹ́ rẹ̀ sí yín, Olúwa ó gbé yín sókè, ẹ̀yin kì yóò sì ṣubú, ẹ̀yin kì yóò fẹsẹ̀ kọ, nítorí pé áńgẹ́lì Olúwa yóò máa rọ̀gbà yí àwọn tí ó yíká. Ẹ ó fò, ìyẹ́ ẹ ó fi fò gòkè bí idì, kì yóò sì rẹ̀ yín. Mọ́mì mi Mùyínátù Bákàrè, mo kí yín o. Èmi ń lọ lónìí. Ẹnikẹ́ni tó bá sọ pé kí ẹ wá àmì ẹ̀rígbèmí kó má wá, òòjọ́ báyìí tẹ́yìn tútù bá forí sàpáta, ẹwà ara rẹ̀ á bàjẹ́ dànù. Ó dàbọ̀.